sales for Gtext land. And today we're here to quickly share with you guys the benefit of land banking. And we'll be having some of our ambassadors today with us. We'll be having Lolo and Sunny Danger. They'll be joining us to share some of those benefits with us as well. So before they join us, I will be sharing with you guys some of those benefits and the importance and why GTS Homes as a whole has a very huge impact to play when it comes to land banking investment. So one of our core value and what we stand for is also to help people increase their investment portfolio through real estate land banking. So as I'll be sharing with you guys this afternoon here in Nigeria, I also want to implore you guys to just exercise patience with us, because will be sharing some in-depth and the importance of land banking investment. So I'll be sharing with you guys some slides, some things I have on my slides for you to also see some of those importance. So please, can you, before then, Abiola Daniel will be joining us as well. He is the site inspection manager. He will be joining us, and then we'll also have some of our clients who they've invested, they've tested it, and they want to keep doing it, because some bought, and if you compare the price from when they bought it till now, you know that it's something you want to go into. It's something you want to be part of, because some of those clients, they bought, it's just between 7 months interval. They bought last year, and we count 7 months from when they bought, and the price is not even longer the same, as at when they bought it. So just exercise patience as I invite our site inspection manager in person of Abiola Daniel. He'll be joining us soon. But before then, please, can you share the slide? Can you share the slide? Okay, so I will be talking about some of those benefits before we have Lolo and then Sunny Danger. I'll be sharing with you guys some of those benefits of land banking. So land banking is an investment, is an investment scheme, that involves buying undeveloped land at a low amount, holding it for a while and selling it for profit at a future date when the price becomes higher. Land banking, it's a product you venture into. It's a property you buy. You buy it when the price is low, and that's what also GTS Homes is also known for. We buy a property that we know that we can use for land banking. Is Abiola Daniel ready? So you can actually use this product. We sell this product for land banking. There are some strategic location we get, and then we sell it to our clients that we know that those locations, they are majorly good for land banking. People, smart investors that have foresight, they know that when a place is known to be a bush underdeveloped, just give it some months, some years, especially when we talk about Lagos real estate investment. You want to buy a landed property in Lagos. It's something you buy. And one thing I want you guys to know is that in Lagos State has the highest return on investment when you talk about real estate. Real estate investment, Lagos State has the highest. So if you buy a property and the location is in Lagos, just be rest assured that you have a very high return on investment when that location is developed, or when you're ready to resell. So one of the things we do basically here Gtext homes is to help smart investors to acquire those properties. And when we help them to acquire these properties, we keep it for some period of time. It's more like an agreement. You can buy and leave it for 5 years, for 2 years. It depends on how long you want to leave those properties, and then come back and resell. I have a lot of clients. We have clients in Canada, we have in US, UK, that have subscribed to some of those properties we sell here at Gtext Homes, majorly for land banking. They bought those properties and today they are smiling. So these are the things we'll be sharing with you guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, I introduced Abiola Daniel earlier. We are busy people. He was actually handling something outside, just to give you guys to keep you guys informed about what is going on, what we are into, and what you stand to gain when you invest with Gtext. So he's working on something like that, and I have to call him to join us.
Absolutely. So thank you so very much, Martha. Yeah. First, let me just quickly apologize. We're supposed to be together on the show, right? But just as she has said, right, I was handling something very important,
yeah.
Right? So, welcome everybody. I want to appreciate everyone who is here, right? For those who are on Zoom, for those who will be watching on Instagram and also on Facebook, probably later, right? I want to say thank you guys for joining us, right? One of the things we do here at Gtext Homes is to ensure that we help you build your future.
Yeah,
right? This is very, very key for us, and that's why we give our heart, we give our commitment to our work, right? She's supposed to be doing something else, right? But we have decided to host this program, right? We decided to host this particular event just to educate you better and just to empower you better,
yes.
Right? Real estate can never be overemphasized, right?
It's something that can never go out of value. Yeah,
it can never go out of value, right? It is something that from generation to come to generation onward, right? From the past to the future, it's something that is still worth, right, engaging, something that is still worth investing in. So just like she introduced, my name is Abiola Daniel. I'm privileged to be the inspection manager for Gtext Global, right? I'm so honored to sit with her today. So today, just like she has said, we are looking deeply into land banking.
Yes.
Right, into land banking. We're going to be, right, opening our eyes to understand the importance of land banking. How has land banking helped people in the past? How has it helped people to build wealth?
To expand their portfolio.
To expand their portfolio. Everybody likes money.
Of course. Even me, I love money. They call me Matter Money. I love money.
Money matter. Do you understand?
So we are here this afternoon to talk about money matters and to talk about the importance of investing, doing land banking, how important it is and what you stand to gain if you key into it and if you start the journey today. You might say, oh, I would have invested yesterday. I would have done that even before now. The best time to always invest, it is now. The best time to always invest, it is now. If you miss out of that opportunity years back, we are here to open your eyes to see what you are missing. We are here to make sure we bring it to your doorstep to let you know that if you do these are the things you stand to gain.
Absolutely.
Instead of dropping your money, putting your money in the bank for savings, you are saving. You might probably buy shares. You buy shares, and those shares they'll be giving you 1% annually. 1% of your shares annually. Imagine you putting that money into real estate, into land banking. You know that this money is there for a period of maybe 2-3 years. And mind you, as that money is there, as day goes by, as months goes by, your money is appreciating.
Absolutely.
Your money is appreciating.
Absolutely.
They call it a passive income.
Absolutely.
They call it passive income because it is something you've done. You are living it for the meantime. It's not like it's an investment that you can always go and cash out anytime you want. Yeah, you can cash out anytime you want.
Anytime you want.
But then, the longer you keep it, the higher your chances of ROI. So then, we are here today to tell you about the importance, about the benefits, and everything that has to do with land banking. Even though our guest speakers will be joining us, the persons of Lolo, Sonny Danger, they'll be joining us, some of our ambassadors. But before then, let me continue with, I was sharing some slides.
Absolutely.
Let me continue with it. Please, can you go back to the slides so we show them those things? Hello, are you there? Okay.
It's up.
Okay, so I initially I talked about I explained what land banking means. It's a process of buying a landed property, underdeveloped landed property, and leaving it for a period of time. Later, you can flip it for profit. You can leave it for some time and then resell that property for income, lease, and all of that. Whichever strategies it utilize a high ROI. Your ROI is guaranteed. It's not something that is negotiable. It's not something you can argue with anyone with. It's not arguable, it's not negotiable. It's just the fact that you buy a landed property, you leave it for some period of time, and then it yield interest. So some of the importance of this land banking, we have the land is a safe investment. Landed property, of course, is a safe investment because
Absolutely.
even if you build a house, something happened, God forbid, something happened and there's a fire outbreak, the house will go down, but that land is still there. That's why they said it is imperishable. It's not perishable. It's something that you can always go back to. You can start your building afresh. You can decide to pull down the building and build any kind of structure to your taste. So it is something that we really need to open our eyes into to see the advantage, the benefits of all those things. And it is an asset that it is even transgenerational. You can pass it on to your children, your generation, that you'll be getting income from. So the land is a safe investment that will always be in demand for one reason or the other.
Absolutely.
The house that you and I are living in today, someone took that risk. Someone, take out that step to acquire that property, to build that house, to rent it out. Some of us, of course, we are still working towards owning our own houses. But before then, someone actually took that risk, took that step, make that commitment to buy those landed properties. They bought, they built, and you rented it, and you are even paying for the rent. So you see, so it is something that is always, just like food is necessity.
Yeah,
roof is a roof over your head. It is something that is necessity. It is key. Just like the way you eat food, even if you are fasting, you will surely eat.
Absolutely.
So another important, it can help you grow your returns quickly. You can grow your returns quickly. Imagine you buying a landed property now. Let's say the property is located in a developed community. You build that house, you rent it out, and before you know it, you start getting your returns.
Absolutely.
As the tenants are paying, you can even use it for lease. People come to rent it for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. You get your money, and you keep getting it continuously. It's a continuous thing, non-stop, except you decide to maybe dash it to someone. Except you decide to, like, oh, I want to gift this my landed property or this my building to someone. It is something you can always make money out of. Constant appreciation of land value, especially if you buy this property from locations like Ibejuleki, which is now the new Lagos State, the new airport, where we have the Dangote refinery and the rest of industries. Imagine buying a landed property from those locations. Constant appreciation is guaranteed. There will always be price on your land. Other investment can leave you with little to no tangible assets. Like you buy a car now. Let's take for example. You purchase a car, and that car it's not going to be it's not going to worth more
The
than
amount
what
you
you
bought
bought,
it,
the
yeah.
amount you
It's
bought
going to be lesser.
it will be depreciating.
Yeah.
It will be depreciating. So, but in when we talk about landed property can never depreciate.
Yeah.
Can never depreciate. Instead, it keeps going higher. So that's why you will always have your price fixed. And instead of we cannot say this is a fixed price when it comes to landed property, because the higher you go, the more the location opens up to some kind of industries, the more your property, your products increase. Do you know some people go to some areas because of because of the investment, because of the industries around that area.
Absolutely.
They already have it at the back of their head that, okay, if I buy a house here, if I stay here, I will have the opportunity to bring in this business, and I will see some kinds of people, some people that will be able to buy what I'm selling, some people that I can connect with, that can help me move my business to another level. All those things, we put them into consideration, and that is why land banking is very, very essential. There will always be price. Okay, investment can help. So such price, okay, there will always be price on your land. Other investment can leave you with little or no tangible asset. Price such as stock that can dip to zero. If you want to do crypto, you want to go into cryptocurrency, you want to invest on all those digital currency that that is all over the world now. Anything can happen. It can drop. Bitcoin drop. Anything can happen, and before you know it, everything will crash. But ladies and gentlemen, your landed property can never crash, can never go out of value. A new car that decreases in value over time, a new car can decrease in value over time. Do you get the point now? So when you buy a car, a new car decreases in value over time, but landed property can never ever go out of value. Please, next. So how to profit from this land banking? Yes, and that is where Gtext come into play big time. How do you profit from this? You can come into an agreement with us. When you buy this landed property, we can help you monitor it. As a matter of fact, after you build it, we can help you build and then monitor the renting process. We help you rent them out. We help you give it, we'll be the middleman between your tenants and you, the landlord. Do you see where we are going to now? That's why our slogans, we don't just sell land. We help you build your future, monitor the future. So we are not here to play.
Follow through.
So with regards to real estate investing, investors often use only one of two strategies: buying a property and flipping it quickly for high profits, of which I've explained that earlier. Buying a property to bring in massive income, rental income, lease income, etc. Whichever strategy is utilized, a high ROI is guaranteed.
Absolutely.
So whatever it is you want to do with this your landed property, just have it at the back of your mind that high return on investment is guaranteed. It is sure. So it is something you can never go wrong with when you are investing, dealing with real estate investment and land banking. Next. Okay, so is that all the slide?
Yes.
Okay, so from all I've said earlier, maybe you have one or two things to
Absolutely.
chip inside before we have Lolo and Sunny Danger.
All right, so thank you so much. You guys have heard that, right? There's a lot of advantage, there's a lot of benefits when you invest in real estate. Now, one of the things I like to say is let's start to read history from the 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, 1990 to this point in time. How has land, how has real estate been beneficial to people? If you look at wealthy people today, right? If you look at some names that are very notable and influential in this part of the country, Nigeria, right? You understand that most of these people build their wealth, right, through real estate.
Of course.
Are you following me? And it takes a financially intelligent person to understand that through real estate, through land banking, right, wealth can actually be built. Right? And people normally say, oh, I don't have money, oh, I don't have this, right? The first thing I like to say to people is, what is your mindset towards having wealth? What's your mindset towards having financial freedom? Because it starts with the mind. I feel me. And one of the things we are so grateful to real estate has helped us as individuals, right? As an individual, you can actually build wealth through land banking, right? And just as she has said, it's about buying a particular property now for the point in time, like now, right? And leaving it to appreciate over time, right? You're buying a property, for example, right? They say the best time to invest in property was 5 years ago, but the actual best time and the opportunity you have is now. Are you following me? So you have a particular amount of money you want to invest in. Stop contemplating, stop thinking, because the more you think, the land you want to buy, another person has bought it already.
Yes.
Right? And that amount you are thinking of buying it, if you still wait,
the higher the prices,
it goes up. Right? So your waiting time can be a wasting time. So let your waiting time become an investment time for you. Right? So maximize the opportunity and invest in property. Because I like to say, so we are in 2022 now. The property that is being sold for 2 million naira today, for 5 million naira today, for 500,000 naira today, for 1 million naira today, in few years from now, in 2025, in 2030, it would have appreciated in value, right? So one of the things Dr. Stephen taught us, right, is that when you buy a property, one of the things that actually also makes it to appreciate in value is what we call the best use of that particular land.
Yes.
Are you following me? Because every land has its value. But what are you doing on that particular land? And just as she said, there are different means in which you get money, right? There's rentals, right? That's a passive, another form of passive income, right? Cash flow comes through rental value, right? So as an individual who is looking forward to, okay, I don't just want to buy land and leave it for a particular period of time, right? And I like to appreciate, you get an high return on investment. You can also do rental, right? You can go into rentals where you build your house if there's enough money, you build and money comes in like that, right? Understand that every city we see today, right? Every community you see today that
was once a bush,
right? Was once a bush, was once even a forest, not just a bush.
And let's even take Banana Island as a case study.
Thank you. Typical example.
This place used to be a lagoon.
Yes.
Everywhere used to be water.
Yes.
I was not here. I heard the story and I saw it.
That's why it's called an island.
Yes. As in, but come here today, you will not believe that people who have foresight, they turn that lagoon, they turn that, that island waterlogged into a beautiful city that you cannot even come in without an access code.
Absolutely.
To show you how important it is to always take, advantage of an opportunity. People that understand how these things work, they took advantage of this Banana Island when it was being sold at a very cheap price. They bought it, they left it, and when people, some people are blessed, are more blessed than others.
Absolutely.
When people started developing, the whole place started opening, and people kept coming in, putting up their structures, and now it is a city that every high net worth individuals want to live. So at some point, some people might be regretting it now that if I had known then, when they showed me this property to buy it as at this so price, I would have just closed my eyes and buy. Today, if you don't have up to 1 billion, you cannot buy ordinary land.
Ah.
They are even selling per square meters
1
here.
billion
Yes, you can't buy a landed property here in Banana Island. And then, are we now talking about the renter income? Annually, if you don't have 15 million naira to pay for rental income, that is the cheapest. I'm just trying to let them start from the cheapest. You cannot afford to, own a property here to even rent one. So all these things are some things we need to open your eyes into for you to see that there are opportunities. I know people have this money, but they don't really know the right channel to put that money, or see, they don't even have the opportunity to meet with people who can give them the best advice. A lot of people have this money. It is lying down there in their bank. It's just there. So the earlier we start, making use of advantages like this, use of opportunities like this, some people might not be here today, might not join us, but whenever you come across this video, please try and watch it, listen to it, because you would gain a lot, and probably you would invest.
Absolutely. So another thing I like to share is, let's look at a typical example of Dangote, right? This is someone who went to Ibejuleki to invest in that particular area. Now, one of the things people fail to understand, you must learn to broaden your horizon, broaden your thinking, in the sense that you don't know the particular land you invest in, right? And around that location, something great will come out of it.
Of course.
Right? For example, everybody who has a property along Ibejuleki axis, along the Lekki Free Trade Zone axis, right? Because of those what's it called now, industries, right? Because of the industrialized community, all of the properties have appreciated in value. So that is why it is very important, when you have the opportunity like this, right, to invest in properties, right? Do your best possible to ensure you commit yourself into that investment, right? Because land banking will help you, right? Land banking will provide good opportunities for you to build wealth. It's not just going to provide good opportunity for you to build wealth, right? It's going to provide good opportunity for you to know more about your community. It's going to provide good opportunity for you to network with high standard individuals. Because for example, look at the Ibejuleki axis. I want to use this, right? There's a lot of things happening in that area. There's the Lekki port, right? There's the Dangote port. There are two ports there. Lekki port, that's Lagos port, and Dangote port, right? There's the Lekki Free Trade Zone, right? There's the petrochemicals, which is one of the largest. There's a lot of things. Opposite our estate, for example, we have Jasper Estate there. There's a golf course there. Guess what, right? Those that goes to golf course are big millionaires.
Of course. They are high net worth individuals.
High net worth individuals. That's why I said you have close proximity to high net worth individuals.
You get to network, exchange your cards, business ideas, and all of that. So this is a great opportunity you will not want to miss.
A property that was sold in 1990 is not the same amount in 2025. In 2005. That same property again is not the same amount in 2010. Let's do the stats. That same property also is not the same in 2015. Let's even come down to our own property. Right? Let's use Sapphire Estate as an example. Typical example. Sapphire Estate is located at Ikorodu, Ishawo, along Agri precisely. Right? It's located in a community known as Butterfly Community. Right? That particular estate, when we started selling, was sold for 700,000 naira just a few years ago, right? Not more than 5 years ago. That particular property is sold for more than 10 million naira today. I remember that's even on a discount level.
Yes.
That's on a promo. Right, on a promo, right? Another one is Berry Estate, Idado, Ibejuleki, right? Berry Estate is opposite a beach. That particular property, at Eleko precisely, that particular property we started selling for 1.5 million in October 2019, right? But currently that property has gone up in times 2 of that, times 3 of that, times 5 of that, times 10 of that. I follow me. That property is sold for 15 million naira now.
So imagine those. I remember that same property was once sold for 1.5 million.
Yes.
So imagine people that are bought for 1.5 million.
Within,
What would they be thinking about
within
now?
3 years.
Within just
It's
three
not
years.
3 years.
Imagine living it for 5 years. You can imagine what that property will worth by then. The amount the property will worth by then.
And the reason why all of these things are happening, it looks as if, oh, who is just going to increase the money? Who is increasing the money? So there's actually nobody increasing the money. The money is actually increasing because of the development
Yes.
around that community, right? As long as that community is expanding, there's expansion, there's development, there's growth. I feel when people are trooping in, and in economics, you understand that when people are in a particular region,
Population.
when there is increase in population, there is increase in demands in goods and services also. Are you following me? So the more we have people in an environment when the population is high, of course you should understand that the price of something will also increase, right? Because there will be competition, right? So that is why it's very important that we invest, that you invest in every opportunity that you have to be in real estate, right? Land banking is key. Land banking is sure, right? Land banking has helped generations and will keep helping generations to do well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, as while we wait for our guests, our ambassadors, so I'll be sharing with you guys some of those areas you can actually invest. Like here in Gtext Homes, aside from the fact that we are the number one green and smart homes developer in Africa, we are also here to help smart investors to expand their portfolios through real estate investment, land banking. So I'll be sharing with you guys some of those areas where you can invest, where you can put your money and leave it for some period of time. So please, can you help us with the slide? So we also have some clients that bought, they bought Asaba, Beryl Golf Estate Asaba. That was 7 months ago. He was supposed to join us to share, his testimony, but something came up and he said he will still join us before the end of the program. So I want to quickly share some of his testimonies because he's an investor. He loves landed property, real estate investment. So this man bought Berry Asaba for 2.5 million naira. But today, Berry Asaba is being sold. That was 7 months. No, it was he bought December. So December, January, February, March. Let's say about 4 months now. And currently that landed property, that piece of land is being sold for 10 million naira. So you can imagine the massive growth, the massive returns on investment. It's not even up to 1 year yet, but seeing how far the land is increasing, is increasing, is yielding interest. For me, he has gotten more than 100% already.
Absolutely.
He has gotten more than 100% already. So leaving such property for 1 year, 2 years, or 5 years, you can imagine the returns on investment. So here are some of the estates, the areas, location you can buy from. As you know, we are known for green and smart, developers of green and smart homes. Gtext Homes is a real estate company known for its dreams and goals to build 25,000 green and smart houses come 2035.
Absolutely.
So, in line with that vision, we also help people to build their wealth through land banking. So here are some of the areas. We have Berry Polo Estate. This one, Berry Golf, sorry, is in Asaba. the one I talked about, this price is even on discounted price. The actual price is 10 million naira, but because we are running a promo for from now till 31st of March, anyone, if you're ready, you can still get it for 7.8 million naira. These are good location for land banking. So you can buy this one and leave it for some period of time, and before you know it, you get massive returns on investment. And when it comes to land banking or land buying a landed property, GTS Home is very, very we are choosy, we are specific, because locations matters. We won't buy a landed property that we know that in 2 3 years to come you will not get more than 100% return on your investment. So that's why we are choosy, we are intentional when it comes to location of all our properties. Like this Beryl Asaba, now it is close to the airport, Asaba Airport, just 5 minutes away from the airport. So imagine owning a property and people traveled from their state to another state. You might actually use that property for hotel,
Absolutely.
build a hotel where people will go lodge, sleep, and then they won't have the fear of missing their flight because they pass the night in a place that is so far from from the airport. So those are the things we always put into consideration whenever we are bringing any estate to you for your investment purpose. So the next one, please. Okay, so this is Sedios Cinema. Sedios Cinema in Lekki Epe. This is another juicy location that would also yield massive return on investment. So we have Sedios Cinema Works, and for the Berry Golf Estate, one of the unique things about our estate, once you buy, you become automatically become a member of either the golf course or the polo club. So all these things are what you stand to gain or what you stand to get when you finally invest in our estate. You build it and you live inside the estate. Even if you want to resell to anyone, the people that will live inside that estate, they stand a chance to benefit from all of this. And we are not leaving your family members aside. We are not leaving them behind. We also try to put them into consideration, because sometimes people look at those kind of things before they go into investment. They put it into consideration. Where will my children play? Do they have a good neighborhood? Do they have a good garden where children can play, to spend time, where you can spend time with your family as a one big happy family? As you can see, Sadio Cinema got you covered. You can do your exercise, you can hang out with your kids inside your estate. It is safe and secure, and this estate is currently selling for 20 million naira per plot. 20 million naira per plot, and this is on a discounted price.
50% discount.
50% discount. The actual price is 40 million naira. This estate has a CFO, and it is close. It's on the express, opposite garden. It's just opposite Beechwood Estate.
Yeah, Beechwood Estate.
Opposite Beechwood Estate. So
Richland Estate.
yeah, and also Richland Estate. Yeah. So all those things is what we have, and you can as well buy this one for land banking. Imagine buying this property now for 20 million naira, and you leave it for maybe 2 years. I promise you, when you want to sell this property, maybe you want to resell and get your money. Probably you might want to build, but for the purpose of those who want to just buy and resell, you will sell this property nothing with nothing less than 150 200 million. I kid you not. This is real. It has been analyzed and we saw it. We have some properties over there that, because they have a building, people are living inside it already. The piece of land that are left there, we're hearing 100 million, 150 million, and it has a CFO. So you buying this one for 20 million naira, it's something I believe every smart investors out there should go into. Please, next. Okay, so we have the Berry beachfront, just like the one he explained earlier. We have Berry beachfront, Idado, Eleko Beach. This is another amazing estate that everyone will want to buy for land banking purpose. It's a wetland we are sand filling. So imagine we selling this property as at last year or 2020 for 1.5 million, 2 million naira. And now this is 2022 and it's currently selling for 15 million naira, but we're giving a discount of 10.4 million naira. We're giving some discount, and all these discounts last till 31st of this month. We will close down all the discount. As a matter of fact, we will no longer be selling piece of land because we already have some cooperatives that will buy, and then those cooperatives will now be the ones selling it out to their members. So this is an amazing opportunity for you to buy, own a plot or two for your own advantage. So next, please. So we have Berry Fort City in Abuja. As a matter of fact, this one is sold out. The reason why we still have it is because we are trying to expand because of the demand from other investors. Oh, do you still have a plot or two available? We are expanding. So we are still open for those that might want to buy one or two plots. We are open, and it is currently selling for 7.6 million naira instead of 9.5 million, the actual price, because of the promo. Of course, this promo, like I said earlier, lasts till 31st of this March and everything will be off. Okay, please, next. So we have Beryl Polo, Abekuta. Do you want to tell them more about this Abekuta?
Okay, so one of the things I like about this particular estate, right, is because of the fact that it has close proximity to basically top three high network personnel in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria but in Africa, right? The first is that it has close proximity to the Mohammed Buhari estate. Right. Second is that it has another close proximity to Obasanjo Etop Estate. Right. This environment is very serene. Right. For those in West Africa, right, in this part of the world, very very serene environment. Right. One of the things we are bringing into this particular estate, of course, it is a polo club. Right. The estate will have its own polo club where, as she has said, members, right, of our estate has free access, right, to network with high network individuals, high network people. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So this estate is an estate that you will want to invest in. The road network is perfect, right? The first day I went there, I was wow. Like, are you kidding me? Are you following me? And for those who love tech, right, it also has close proximity to Ogun State Tech Hub, right? For those who love research, for those who love industrial works and everything, right? It has close proximity to that place, right? It is a very good environment that is free from pollution. It's a community that you want to live in because of the lifestyle around that particular place, right? Now, one of the things that we are bringing in all of our estates is the fact that we are building a community where people can live together happily, right? We are building a safe environment for you.
Yeah.
We are building a secured environment for you, right? So everything you need, right, is inside your estate. You don't need to go out,
Outside
you don't need to go far,
at all.
right? So I like to say that we are creating recreation for you in your estate, right? Because of course you have a mall in the estate, of course we have clinic, of course we have playground for your children.
Yeah.
Right, so there's nothing like you want to go out for tourism. Inside of your estate, you're enjoying tourism, you're having fun and all of that. So amazing thing in Beryl Polo Estate there in Abeokuta that you want to invest.
So smart investors, just like what he said, you stand a chance to participate and become a polo member. Just like all the things he stated earlier, you stand a chance to benefit from all those things if you invest in Berry Polo Estates. Next, please. So we have Jasper Aquarium, Jasper Estate at Ota. Honestly, this is another amazing estate we have here at Gtext Homes. This Jasper Estate has a very unique, unique taste. It is developed already. It's in an environment that is developed. You get to enjoy this serene, this atmosphere. That is why we call it aquarium, because looking at the environment alone, you won't even think of what to come up with what to invest, what to put into the estate. So buying a property from Jasper Estate at Ota, you can never go wrong doing that, because of it is a smart estate. As you all know, we are a green and smart developer. We are, we invent that, all thanks to Dr. Stephen Akintayo for bringing us this amazing, concept, green and smart homes developer. So the smart aspect of it is that you get to enjoy a free Wi-Fi. You get to, to use internet for in case of emergency, before you start loading your phone, your laptop, your accessories to go online. Immediately you get into your estate, you have access to all those things. Recreational center, centralized water supply,
Absolutely.
connecting with high network officials. All these things, they are what you stand to gain. Then the landmark is just 25 minutes to Kena Land, 27 minutes to Bells University, proximity to Agbara Industrial Estate, opposite a proposed green golf resort. So all those things, like I said earlier, whenever we are buying an estate, we are intentional. We want to. It's something we are strategic with. We don't just buy landed property because we want to buy it. We put its landmark into consideration because of what we want to bring in to the future, what we want our clients to see. So we have to, put all those things into consideration. As you are buying, you are privileged to meet with high net worth individual, despite the fact that Banana Island is calm, is quiet, but you can it's an environment where you meet the high and mighty.
Yeah.
So it's an environment where you get to meet the high and mighty,
Powerful
people. Yes, that can, within a twinkle of an eye, they can change your destiny.
Absolutely.
They can change everything about you for good. So those are the kind of things we are bringing to you from Gtext Homes, as you deposit your money for land banking and every other thing. So next, okay, we have Primrose. Yes, Primrose is almost sold out as well, because this is one of our properties that is basically meant for land banking.
Yeah.
Primrose is one of the best estates I love selling.
Primrose Farm City.
As a matter of fact, I've sold up to 2 acres here in Primrose, because people, when you meet with the smart investors, you share the vision with them. You tell them what this estate,
they're able to think
they think the future, they think deep, and they key into it, they buy and leave it for some certain period of time. I have a lot of people I would love to bring up to date for them to share their testimony, but because of maybe time interval, some are in Canada, some are in US, so it's still very early for them in Canada, and so in US and in Canada, some of them, they are just starting their day, so they are just they are at work, busy and the rest. If not, I would have called them up for them to come share their testimonies, tell them how much, let you guys know how much they even bought these properties and the worth of the property now, what the property worth. So Primrose Estate it has a gated community, smart estate, constant power supply. Like I said earlier, all our estates almost have the same benefits. So we have a proposed farm city surrounded with nature. This estate is one of the estates you buy, instead of even leaving it to yield interest, to give you high return. You can also make money while you are waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Make money, use some portion for farming.
Mm-hmm.
Go into an agreement with someone who is looking for a piece of land to for farming. We can as well help you do that. Get that contract, meet with people. Okay, we have a piece of land for farming. We are also doing that ourselves. At Gtext Homes, we have our farm land where we get our premium gari and fish. So, and we're doing this from our landed property, especially Prime Rose, Sapphire, and the rest. So the neighborhood, we have Mangolia Park Estate, Dangote Refinery, Lakampine, Tropicana, Itauko Island.
Yes, Itauko Island.
Pardon me, I'm not Yoruba. So all those things are the things you stand to gain when you invest with us. So please, next. So we have Sapphire Water City. Do you want to
Okay,
share
sure,
more
yeah,
light?
you read my mind. So one of the things I like about Sapphire Water City, right, which is located at Owutu Ishawo Agri, precisely in Ikodu, is the fact that you have it's like a standing between the mainland and the island. Now, what do I mean? Now, so many people walk on the island and they'll be like, oh, how do I get to the island from the mainland if I invest in Sapphire Water City? The good news is because of the fact that you are living in Sapphire Estate, you have the honor, right, to just take a jetty down to the island, and it does not. You won't be spending more than 12 to 15 minutes, right? Unlike you spending most of your hours, most of your time on the road, right? Investing in Sapphire Estate is very, very key. Investing in Sapphire Estate is very beneficial for you because apart from the fact that you enjoy a lot of things in your estate, right? You have a lake, right? You are going to be surrounded by artificial lake. Right, we're going to be having jetty in the estate, right? We are bringing to you, right, an artwork of nature in which people all over the world can also come and enjoy, right? We are bringing to you things like amusement park in the estate.
Of course.
Are you following me? The good news is that in the estate you also have a lot of things that features and benefits. Like, of course, we've talked about the mall, we've talked about hospitals, we've talked about you having an hotel also in the estate, right? Because we are looking forward to a time where people can not just live in the estate, where you have neighbors coming to the estate, but of course they cannot go out. They will need somewhere to also stay in, right? To lodge and all of that. All of these things are the things we are bringing to you in Sapphire Estate. The good thing is the neighborhood include Just Right. Just Right is one of the largest supermarkets, which is just like 10 minutes away from the estate, right? We have Laspotec. The Laspotec is one of the favorite institutions by people in that community, right? We also have the My 12 Ultra Modern Market, right? For those who want to have quick access to the market, right? You want to buy something and all that. You have close proximity to that environment, right? I've also mentioned Laspotec and all of that. Another thing is it is a green and smart estate, right? All of our estate, don't forget that. They are green and smart, right? Yes. We, as a company, one of our mission is that we are utilizing technology, right? We are in the tech world now, and people must be able to feel it. People must be able to enjoy it.
You won't come from abroad. You won't come from UK, US. You lodge in any one of our estates, and you still be missing home. So we are bringing home. We are bringing abroad down to Nigeria. Like we are adopting right? Those things down to Nigeria. Gtext Homes, our estate is one of those estates you will stay and you will still be feeling like you are abroad.
Absolutely.
So you won't come to Nigeria and you lodge in our estate, maybe our hotels, any of our hotels, and still be feeling like I've come to Nigeria. Now I know I've come to Nigeria. Instead, you will still be feeling like you are still abroad. So those are the things we are bringing into our estate, bringing abroad down to Nigeria. Yes.
So all of these things are what we are adopting. All of the good things you have seen overseas, the beautiful things you have seen overseas. In this part of the world, in Africa, in Nigeria, it is possible, right? And that is why we say At GTS Homes, we are here to help you build
Your
your future,
future.
right? We are committed to this course. We are committed to ensuring that you live a better life. You deserve a luxurious life. And that is what we are giving in every of our estate. And in Sapphire Estate, you'll be enjoying huge amount of that.
Of course. So next. Okay, so Jasper Smart City. So Jasper Smart City is located in Ibejuleki, and we actually sold out on Jasper Phase One. So we are on Phase Two currently. Now we are selling Phase Two, and this estate is one of the estates that we actually sold out within 6 months.
Absolutely.
It was sold out within 6 months. What we have left is the housing unit. So let me just tell you the reason why smart investors quickly took the advantage to buy into this estate. Number one, it has a close proximities with the Dangote refinery, of which the Dangote refinery staffs, they are living on a temporary accommodation. So what we plan for them, what we have in stock for them, or what we have as planned for all the staffs is for us to just build up that house, put up the building, rent it out to the Dangote refinery staffs, and then the smart investors start getting their returns back. And if you go to Jasper Smart City today, you'll see that we are done with 4 units of 2 bedroom, and we are already building another 4 units of 5 bedroom, all on request. Then the landed properties that were sold out, people, some smart investors, some of them that bought 20, that bought in 2018, 2019, they want to start selling. They want to start reselling, but we some of them we told them to just hold on. As a matter of fact, we still have there's tendency for, of course, the higher the longer you keep your landed property, the higher the returns on investment. Let me shock you. This property it was sold for 7 million naira, and today we are selling it for 32 million naira per plot. So those that bought them, do you now see the reason why they want to resell? But then, of course, we've helped some people to resell their own. Those that bought and they brought a buyer, we just help to do the middleman between, we transfer ownership from them to the buyer. So, and because of this high demand, we had to like, okay, acquire Phase Two. So currently Bridges. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my sincere apologies. There was a glitch in network. So do it like this now. Bring it. Hey, it's too much now. Can you take it down? Hey. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, my sincere apologies. There was a glitch in network and my bad. So we are back now. I was sharing with you guys Jasper Smart City. So for smart investors out there, okay, while we will bring in our guest speakers, Lolo and Sunny Danger, you guys to come in now and also share with us some of the benefits and the advantage of investing, going into land banking. Okay, so can Jamie bring them up? All right, so sincere apologies. This network, it has a way of, trying to. So for those of you that might want to invest in Jasper Smart City, it is currently selling for 22 million naira and it has a governor's consent. The phase two have a governor's consent. It is a property you can buy for land banking purpose. Trust me, if you invest into any of these estates, you will never regret it. It is something you will live and to be proud of. It is a step that you will forever be grateful that you took as time goes on. These things are something you can transfer to your children, your great grandchildren, and the rest. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be bringing up Lolo and Sunny Danger to join us. Let me tell Jamie to allow them in.
Jamie should allow them.
So if you have anything to share with them.
Basically, everything we've talked about, especially on our estate, I just want you guys to understand that this is an opportunity that we are giving to you. This is an opportunity that you should maximize. Not allow the limitation of, oh, I don't have money, right? We thought two things yesterday about mindset. It's either you have a victor mindset or a victim mindset. Right?
And it is always good for you to have a victor mindset because you always live to thank God you did.
So nothing should stop you. Every opportunity that you are seeing now, key into the opportunity, right? We're in 2022 now. In 3 years from now, it's going to be 2025. In 3 years from now, it's going to be 2030. So the question is, will you look back to regret or you look back to appreciate God and say, I made the right investment? All right. We have Lolo with us this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. It's always a pleasure to be on the platform.
You're welcome, ma'am.
You're welcome. So thus far, we're talking about land investment, land banking, basically the importance of land banking, the benefit of land banking, why people should invest in land banking, and so want us to also share your view on that.
All right. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be on the platform that Gtext always creates. One of the benefits of this platform is that you not only learn, but the learning is continuous. That means that you are always increasing in learning. I would even say that the importance of land banking was made more real to me when I joined the Gtext team. And there are some things by head knowledge. I'm a lawyer by training. Yes, I know real estate. I know everything that surrounds it. But the importance of land banking it's so immeasurable. Because one of the things that always appreciate is land. You can never lose by buying land or banking your money on land. The mistake that a lot of younger people make in these times is that they actually put their money on things that don't have value,
Ab-
appreciating value.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, you can buy a new Lamborghini car today. Do you know that in another 1 year, the value of that car, as expensive as it is, would be depreciated? But land can never, never depreciate. If
Oh.
you put your money in land, you'll be saving yourself for the future. And those are one of the things that I love about land banking. It will always appreciate. And another beautiful thing about land banking is that, do you know that all the negatives actually is positive for land banking?
Yeah.
Imagine if there's inflation. Of course, the prices of everything goes up. The value of your land would increase.
Yes.
And that means that what you have in your hand is like a gold mine that keeps giving and giving and giving.
Yes.
So you cannot overemphasize that particular aspect of land banking. And do you know that it even pays you to spread your investment across board? There are many people that think, oh, I can only bank land in Lagos. No, you can bank land in all the areas that GTEX has land.
Absolutely.
The value that people place on a land like in Abeokuta, you might not believe it. In another couple of years, it might become gold in your hand. It's not even it might, it will become gold in your hand. Imagine if every state acquires the economic status that Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja has, and you have land banked in all those areas. Don't you know that you're already a millionaire or a billionaire?
Of course.
So you see, it pays you. And another thing, this land banking is a secret our fathers have known for a long time
Yes. Thank
that
you.
is
Thank
being revealed. This is like a major revelation to us in these times.
Now dispensation.
And the bad thing is, in those times, it is only those I refer to as old money that understand the value of land. Land
Yes.
banking is only for visionaries, people that can see far. If a good investor looks at a land and he puts money on it, he can see far what that land can become for him. But a commoner, somebody that has no understanding, will just see bush.
Yes.
Imagine those that saw bush in VGC that year and they never bought. But some very good visionaries saw a future, and that is what they are enjoying in VGC today and so many other parts of Lagos. And I always tell people that, when you are young, that you have the energy to work, is the best time to make the wisest investments for your future
Yes.
so that you can join the bowling league as early as 40. Imagine if you have started making wise investments from the time that you are in university. All those monies that you just used to chop and drink, imagine if you put it into something profitable like land banking. In another 20 years, an 18-year-old in 20 years will be how old? I think about 48.
Yes. Yeah.
Imagine if you made such investments when you were 18. By the time you are 48, you'll be living such a luxurious life. And a lot of people will be thinking and asking you that, is it ritual money? But you only be telling them that it is wise investment that is affording me the luxury that I'm enjoying now.
Yes.
I know we all like luxury, but do you know that to enjoy a life of luxury, you need a level of financial freedom? And land banking is one of the guarantees that you can do for yourself that can give you that financial freedom that you are looking for. So that if you want to travel the world in a yacht or you want to fly around, it is your investment that would be able to do that for you without any trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So this information that you are getting now is the information millionaires in the past have known. And that is what we are giving to you at these times that we're in. So if you're a wise person, they say a word is enough for the wise. But on
Wise.
this platform, I can say many words are enough for the wise. Because
Yeah.
the amount of words that we have spoken on this platform is enough to change you from those people that will be saying, it's my family. They use poverty to curse us. No, you are not the only one from that village. But you can change your life by changing how you see money and what you put your money in. So now that we're telling you about land banking, it's something you should put your heart into. And I always tell people that many people are always saying, wait until I have money. Ha! That's one of the wrongest, is like a poverty mentality. Do
Yes.
you know if you save 20,000 every month for an entire year and you put that money into one land in Abakaliki, you don't know what that land can become for you. At that time, you might be looking at it that, oh, this is small. But the value of land
Yes.
is so immeasurable. And that is why, do you know that land, even if you build a structure on it, do you know you can take down a bungalow and build a high rise
Yes.
on one land
Definitely.
that is your own? Well, so there are many things that you can put land to that a lot of people cannot imagine. I know some people that bought plenty land in some places. They started using that land to farm. Not
Yes.
only do they are making money from their land, they haven't even built anything on it yet, but they are making money from farming on that land. So the value of land is so immeasurable. I've said that word immeasurable many times because that is how I feel about land banking. So
Yes.
if you're a wise person, honestly, if you come into an inheritance, oh, your father died and they gave you 7 million, please don't don't come and go and hang out with the big boys.
You want to
7 million in your hand can turn to 700 naira if you are
yes,
not
sure,
careful. But if
definitely.
you delay your gratification by putting that your inheritance into land banking, in 7 years, those that squander their money will be coming to your doors to beg you for money. So
Yes.
this webinar is for you to expand your mind. We are giving you a lot of possibilities that are available. I don't even think it's something that we should be tired of. Anytime someone is giving you understanding about how to better your life, you better jump on it. You better listen so that tomorrow you will be one of those that are wise. Because
Yeah.
I love the parable of the 10 virgins. Very instrumental. I know some people might not be Christians, but that's what I know. Those that got extra oil, by the time the bridegroom came, their lamp was still lighting. But those that were foolish, their lamps had gone off. Every time you come to a webinar or you are exposed to some kind of learning experience, it's either you become wiser or you might crown your foolishness. But I believe that those that are on our platform, you will become wiser by the decisions that you are going to be taking from now. You cannot see two gorgeous people sitting down looking so well put together, telling you about something that can benefit your future. And you will not look at them and say, I want to be like these are the big boys and the big girls that you need to be like. So you
Thank
better become a wise investor. Put your money into something that would accrue value for you for the rest of your life. I keep telling myself that gone are those days that you will teach your children just to sit down and wait for their inheritance.
you.
I want to believe that we should raise our children as children that are already self-made. That even when they look at the things, the treasures that their parents left for them, their parents have not only left them treasures, they've taught them how to find treasures.
What?
Their father and mother, they are fishermen. They didn't just give them fish. They
Taught
taught
them.
their children how to be fishermen too. So that means they know the secrets, they know the principle of wealth. And that is what I'm hoping that we're going to take away from this webinar. To take that secret of wealth and pass it on to generations. All those women associations were forming up and down to buy Ashwebi. Why don't you form an investment club? Put all your money together. That one, 10,000, 100,000 that you gather for Ashwebi and some frivolous spending. Imagine if you guys as a group put together a couple of millions and you put it into land banking. Do you know that your association will be of benefit to you in the future? There are many good opportunities that we miss by not being wise investors. That is what I'm hoping that we are changing by all these teachings that we're putting forth. We're changing people's mindset. We're telling them the advantages, the things that will put them where they want to be. Don't be a wishful thinker. Be someone that takes decisive steps.
Action.
Action. We always tell you that the best time to do it is what? Now. That's the best time to do it is now. Don't leave it till tomorrow. So that by tomorrow, you will join those that are happy that did their investment in 2022. So that in 2028, you can be one of those 100 young millionaires that they are writing about. So I think that should be able to instruct some of our people that are on this particular broadcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing these insights with us. Thank you for coming. We always appreciate your work.
Always.
Out of your busy schedules, you find out time to always honor our invitation. In fact, I am honored. We are honored to have you, and thank you so much for the insight. I believe our online viewers, they've picked one or two things from all that you've said. If not everything that you've said, they've picked a lot of lessons. They've come to the understanding that landed property investment, it is very key.
Very key.
And the best time to invest, it is now. You don't wait to buy land, you buy land and wait. So please,
All right, so there's nothing more I want to say. She has said it all right.
Yeah.
The most important thing that I am taking home is beyond knowing all of the information, take action. Because time waits for nobody. Time waits for nobody. Very, very key, right? She said something. Imagine you have invested few years ago, let's say 10 years ago, you bought a particular
maybe
property.
while we're in school, all those pocket money you start. Had it mean we're even privileged to get this information we are giving out? I think by now I should be balling.
Whenever I have the opportunity to talk to people like that, I like to relate when I just graduated from school, right? It's like 7 years now out of school. I remember then, thank God Pop someone say I know you now. They give us money for project and I had a lot of money after school. More than 250 something thousand. As at 2014, 2015, I will still get, even though it's not 600 square meters, I will still get a 300 square meter for 200,000 as at that time. But because I didn't have any knowledge, there was no information about real estate, I could not invest that money. I could not maximize it for something good. right? But of course, I would not say I regretted that. Now I know better,
we know better.
and I'm doing better now. So it is beyond just knowing, it's about taking action. Right? And for those who are watching, we are all privileged to understand all of these things that we are seeing. We are privileged to be hearing this now. Take action, ladies and gentlemen.
Taking action is always best. You don't wait to start deliberating. Should I do this now? Should I do it or should I not do it? There is no time for that when it comes to real estate investment. So you have to come to an understanding that you need to make some certain decision without even deliberating on it or wasting time. It might be that maybe within the investment process, you might take your time to understand what you are going into, the location of the property, the documents concerning the property. If that is the reason why you are wasting time, you can take your time to actually look at what you are buying and the location you are investing into. But then you don't have to waste so much time in finding out all this information, because as you are delaying, as you are wasting time, the property keeps increasing. It keeps increasing. So for land banking, if you want to buy a property for land banking, it is always good to buy at the early stage. Buy when the property is cheap. You do not wait, because as you are waiting, the product keeps increasing. So
ladies and gentlemen, we've said a lot today, right? We cannot wrap it all, right? Cannot wrap it all today. So, the most important thing that we've said is take action and take action. Another thing again, which is very key, it's not just about you; it's about the next person. It's about your generation,
your children,
right?
your family, shelter is key.
Very, very
It is very key.
Very, very key, right? We are so privileged. I like to tell people that one of the greatest blessings God has given to us is giving us the opportunity, giving us the understanding of real estate, right? Because real estate is a game changer.
Yes.
It is a game changer, right? Go back to history, go and look at statistics. All of the wealthy people, right? Statistics says 90% of billionaires, they gained their money, gained their wealth through real estate. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us. And for those that will still watch this this webinar later, thank you for watching, and make sure you take a step. Take a step and make that decision today. You can never go wrong when it comes to real estate investment. So thank you for joining us. Do have a wonderful week ahead. Join us next month, because this is going to be a monthly program where we come to also share with you some of the insights, some of the things you stand to gain when you venture into land banking. Thank you so much. The date and the time will be communicated to you guys, and I look forward to see some of the smart investors making that decision today. And for those of you that want to acquire 1 or 2 properties from us, the number to call is 080 922 55118. 080 922 55118.
The first 5 persons get an extra 500,000 naira discount.
Yes. Anytime you see us like this, we cannot round up whatever it is we are doing without giving you a discount. So it's something we always do. Anytime you see my face, anytime you see his face, just be rest assured that you're going to get a discount, no matter how little. Yes, for the first 5 smart investors. I am waiting for your call. Pick up that phone, dial that number, and secure that plot for yourself today.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you. Bye.